So before we go to the back side of the notes here, what I would suggest to you is that if you have not jotted down this particular graph, to please do so. Again, we know the equation of the line in slope-intercept form is y is equal to 3x plus 4. I have the table, and the fun thing about Desmos is if I click on my line in this scenario, I can go ahead and find the y-intercept. It gives me that dot. I can go ahead and figure out the x-intercept, and it would give me that location as well. So make sure that you have those points most certainly on there for you. We turn the back side over to the notes, and we'll go ahead and try to answer some of these questions, such as write the linear equation from the regression model. Well, remember, it told me that the equation of the linear regression model, is y is equal to 3x plus 4. And I was able to do that with my own Algebra 1 skills previously, but Desmos speeds that process up for us, and I certainly like that. In this case, what is the slope? That is 3, and we'll save the context questions for a moment after this. We'll go ahead and answer what is the y-intercept. The y-intercept here was 0, 4. Could also represent that as b is equal to 4 if we wanted to. The x-intercept. Now, hopefully you drew this one down. This is one of the ones that I clicked on previously. And I believe what we had for that was negative 1.3 repeating, 0. It's the only time that line would go through the x-axis there for that. So let's go ahead and go back and just talk about what those locations mean in terms of the context of the problem. Well, remember, we were talking about movies and dollar amounts. And it said that we had a certain amount of movies, it would cost us a certain amount of dollars. All right. So in this situation, what does the slope mean? Well, if I'm talking about change in y over change in x, and I know this was cost, and this was a movie amount, what this 3 means is that it's $3 for every movie. Right, so I can use the breakdown of the cost in the movies, the table, the graph to figure out what that means algebraically, but I got to go back and kind of sort of read the table and understand what's going on with that. What is the y-intercept? What does it mean? Well, we know the y-intercept is 4. So again, if our x value here is 0, that means we have 0 movies, right? This is kind of where we're starting out with. Maybe there's a membership fee. Maybe just like a gym. Like if I don't go to the gym, there's still a membership fee. So even if I don't buy any movies, it's still going to cost me $4 just for being able to go to this building and check out the movies. So $4. Again, maybe that's a membership fee. But I know that even if I don't get any movies, it's still going to cost me $4. Just like if I don't hop on the Netflix this month, it's still going to be whatever amount of money they charge me for it. And then what is the x-intercept? The x-intercept is negative 1.3 repeating. And we know that our x value, again, is movies. And I am not watching a negative amount of movies. So this is kind of sort of one where algebraically it ends up being that point. But in the context of this problem, it just really doesn't make any sense at all. So we can document it, but we got to make sure that it's not really going to play out and be part of this situation.